got.
Take this moment in a little bit. As the whiskey settles in just a little bit. Collect your thoughts before the curtain drops, just enough to
Give it all you got. Give it all you got.
my left arm going numb again. It's all I think about, just like the Benjamins. Then you fuck around and Google all the symptoms. It turns out I died 2 weeks ago again. They stop and tell me, do you realize you're so important? Imposter syndrome got me feeling like I don't deserve it. Sometimes my life feels like a movie, homie. Told me don't rush to get grown and drive slow, homie. Drive slow, homie.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, so you were saying Albany sucks? No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
fuck Albany, man.
No, that's not how we're gonna start this. No, but New York, I imagine, is a decent market as well, right?
No, yeah, it's the decent market. I've never headlined myself, but this is gonna be my first time in December headlining out there in New York. But I was actually just there about 2 weeks ago. We did some spots for the first time in
Dope.
New York. I had never even done that there, so that was real fun. So I'm excited to go back.
You haven't done any spots in New York before that?
No, I had never done. Like I was always like a LA guy. Obviously, I came up in Chicago, but I went straight to LA, so I never like kind of hustled in New York. I never did spots,
Yeah.
never did anything like that. The only times I was ever there was when I was opening for Renee Vodka, and then after that, I never
stool
went back.
fucker.
The stool. That's right. That's
That's
right, though, man.
bro. You ever fuck some stools in your day?
Nah, my man. When I was featuring for him, he made me come up stage and we fuck around, man.
Yeah.
But
Dude, I thought he was Indian.
I know a lot of people did, man. A lot of people thought he was Indian. I honestly, yeah, there's people that will do meet and greets at the end of our shows, and people are like, "Nah, you're bullshitting," and then he like doubles down because he'll wear like, what is the Punjabi? They have like a bracelet that the religion wears,
Yeah, yeah.
and he wears one of those too. So it's like,
everybody off.
yeah, like everybody,
Yeah.
like Indians think he's
Yeah.
Indian, Mexicans think he's Indian. You know, it's
So
weird.
you guys must be confusing everybody because you look a little Asian yourself.
Nah, bro, I'm hella Asian. Like, people, I'm Mexican, obviously, but people get me like Hawaiian, Samoan.
Yo, they're like the most ambiguous group of people, dude.
No, I know that people are like, dude, you need to go there, like, you blend in.
Yeah,
But
I'm black.
what?
Yeah, so we should go on a confusing tour. We should all just go on a ambiguous
you
tour.
ain't black for real?
No, I'm not.
I was about to
Cuban.
say, you
Yeah.
bullshit. Mhm.
So Humboldt Park,
Yeah.
is that where what was that? Is that north? Where's that in Chicago?
That's Northside Chicago. That's where I was originally born and grew up for half of my life, and then I moved out to Aurora, Illinois. That's where I went to high school and graduated from.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Northside Humboldt Park area is right by like Wrigley Field where the Cubs play.
Is that very gang?
I used to be like
Yeah.
I'm not like when I was in elementary school. I remember like there was like shootings and stuff like that, but I was a kid, so you're kind of like naive to that stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like I moved out of there and then I realized I was like, oh wow, I was like,
Was I a Latin king?
It was dangerous, right?
Yeah,
But yeah, over the years, as it gets gentrified and whatnot, it's changed a lot. But I mean, obviously, it's still active, but yeah, it's definitely changed a lot how it used to be.
But it's like they have like a beautiful Chicago has like a beautiful downtown.
Oh, the
and-
best in the
right?
world. I mean, I have never traveled the world, but I traveled to a lot of places in the United States, and I'll double down that Chicago has the best skyline and the best downtown architecture. New York is cool too, like it looks beautiful, but it's just huge. It just feels like a whole bunch of like, oh shit.
It's okay.
it just feels like a whole bunch of buildings piled up.
Right.
Chicago feels like it's more organized. You get like cool looking buildings here. You got the Sears Tower in the middle. The big one, and I don't know. To me, in my opinion, it's beautiful. And we get like the city, we get the snow, we get the winter, and since we're right by Lake Michigan, we also have a beach. So we get like the summer feel. Like
It sounds beautiful. Why is there so much crime and gangs out there?
Cause
Dude?
it's just being so nice outside, you feel like you gotta kill somebody. You feel me? Like
To like rap, dude, you
like,
gotta get
oh,
credibility out
fucking
here.
life is too good, bro. Like,
So you grew up there to what age?
I was only up there till like maybe like 12, 13.
Oh, okay. So your elementary school years.
Yeah, early years. I mean, but yeah, most of the time I was in Aurora, Illinois. I love it there.
Illinois. I'm so like
Illinois, the S is silent, bro.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Damn, you see, you just taught me something. I had no idea. That's
Yeah,
like
the S is silent unless you're
Arkansas.
dumb.
What
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Well, that's two different. Oh yeah, Arkansas. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. I only know about Illinois.
What's the comedy scene like out there?
Comedy scene is fucking amazing. We got a lot of killers, a lot of actual killers, like people, like yeah,
Yeah.
like killers,
Right. And
killer,
then comedy
killers
killers,
on
yeah.
the mic.
Gotcha.
No, I mean Chicago's one of those cities where I feel like compared to everywhere else, Chicago's one of those cities where you might just go to a random weekly showcase at a comedy club, doing a local showcase,
Yeah.
and they could all be like, legends or just people that are real good comics. It's real. I think that Chicago was the best place I could have came up with. And got me ready for like L.A. and whatnot. Because sometimes when you move to L.A., you might have Bill Burr drop in on the comedy
That's
club,
crazy,
and then you got to follow him. Or,
That's wild.
or I've had to follow Daniel Rollins a couple
Such
times.
a killer, dog.
Yeah, like I can't imagine. Like I did a show with for Jimmy Yang.
Yeah.
And it was just Asians that came to see him. So then it was me and Donnell, and I was like, all right, I think me and Donnell will do the same, and then Jimmy Yang's gonna knock it out the park. Well, I didn't know Donnell was deployed in the military in China,
so he has all the
speaks like
references.
perfect Mandarin.
No, he doesn't.
So he went on stage and just killed in Chinese, and I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do now?
You gotta sing.
Yeah.
You gotta like play an instrument or
no,
something.
You gotta go up there and like fuck the stool and shit like that. Like
yeah,
the crazy shit.
You gotta vodka that shit up.
Yeah. But nah. So anyway, I feel like Chicago, the caliber of comics that are there, they definitely got me ready for situations like that, because I've seen sometimes I've done shows in the city, and then like if I have one show for the night, then if there's local comics that come to the green room or whatever, they're like, oh, we're gonna go to this Don't Tell spot, we're gonna go to this other spot, and I'll ride with them, and then I'll sit through like a showcase or even open mic, or I mean I can't really say open mic, but like a showcase, and then I'll be like, man, these people are ass, bro, So I'm not gonna name the city, but I'm just saying. Like,
no, but name the people.
Nah, I can't do that. I don't even remember. I can, not memorable, but
yeah, of course.
Chicago is definitely one of those cities where there's, I think, a lot of talent, and it's one of my favorite comedy scenes for sure.
Like when I went to California, I was like that. I was taken back by that shit, because I'm like, it was like a Monday night, fucking Dane Tony, Kill Tony was in the back doing shit. Who was it? Like headliners after headliners, but just doing like 10 minutes. I'm like, yo, that was so like for me as a comic in the audience. I'm like, dog, how do you wiggle yourself in there?
You know what? I always, as a local comic, from like living in Chicago and seeing lineups like that, like at the Comedy Store, when I had never been there, but sometimes how they post their lineup every day or whatever, and I'll look at the lineups and I'll be like, man, they picked these 12 people to perform today, like out of this whole country, how can I get myself in that list, So it always seemed so unobtainable to me. And then as I started uploading my own content on the internet, the demand started coming for my content, you kind of like attract that shit, and I hate to sound like one of those dudes like you gotta manifest and shit, all that bullshit, but in reality, if you put in the work and you oh my God, I sound like one of those motivational
and if
speakers.
you run 30 miles,
you wake up at 4 a.m. Fuck up 4 croissant, sausage, egg, and cheese sandwiches, say go back to sleep.
David Gobbles.
You will one day be me. But just dropping my own clips. Eventually, I mean, getting the followers. It sucks to say, but getting the followers will make everything easier.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get to LA, like, think about it. These people that we look at idols or whatever, people that we look up to, they're still comics.
Right.
So they still have the same algorithm as us. They get to see the same viral clips. So a lot of them will know you, especially if you've gone viral a couple times or whatever. They will already know who you are. So for me, I was lucky enough that when I finally did make the move from Chicago to LA, people already kind of knew who I was just because of the clips. I did have to prove myself in the sense of, oh no, I can actually do material and not just crowd work or bullshit.
Do you feel like that almost creates a little bit of more pressure?
Oh, yeah, 100%. But I'm built for that shit. Like, I know that I'm a legit comic, and I know that I can write a joke and perform it.
Right.
I know that. So I just needed the platform, you feel me? So what did the Young Thug say? I got a plan. I just need the platform. But anyway.
That's a good Young Thug, bro.
Yeah, but
you do impressions?
Nah. That's about
that was about it.
Because that was a good Young Thug because you didn't know what the fuck I said. And every time Young Thug talk, you don't know what the fuck he say. But nah, like I it was easy for me to get those spots because I kind of came in with the following already. But you still do have to earn that respect from those people because they're gonna look at you like, oh, this kid, the Instagram kid or the TikTok kid. But once you get up there, you fucking smash somebody like Marcelo.
Yeah.
It's dope to be able to show people, oh no, I belong here. And then after that, it just becomes a snowball effect, you know. You one person, and the good thing about LA is that there's always gonna be somebody there watching that books something, so you kind of always just get more bookings from there. Like
That's why a lot of people leave, man. Like Miami, we have some killers out here, but there's no one in the audience. There's no prospects. There's no scouts or whatever. Like maybe there would be in some of the like New York, I imagine, LA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think social media has been such a blessing for people like us. You know, look at fucking Matt Rife. I don't know if you fuck with him, but like he went from dude. I remember we had an interview with him at the Improv, and he canceled all his improv shows because he started doing fucking stadiums.
Oh yeah, no. 100%.
I was like, holy shit, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, that's like the power of the internet, you know. Not everybody's gonna be a Matt Rife or a Ralph Barbosa,
Right? Yeah, exactly.
or you're gonna skyrocket into that. But yeah, I mean, it's the power of the internet. You know, you don't really need to be. You don't need to be somewhere specifically to build that following. Eventually, you'll find that you do need to make the move just because show business and everything is either in New York or in LA, maybe Austin perhaps, but everything's going to be within those 3 cities, you know. So even I would love to have stayed in Chicago and you know, live there and tour from there, but unfortunately it's just not realistic just because of meetings and spots. And I'm still also like trying to climb my way up the ladder and stuff. So I want to do the spots at the Comedy Store. I want to go to the Hollywood Improv like that. I'm a comedy nerd before a comic, I think. So when I walk through those doors, you know, I still take every spot like a blessing. You know, I'm just I'm a student of the game, so I take it all in every single time. I don't take any spot for granted or whatever. So there's nothing like being out there, you know, actually being able to getting booked or whatever.
Yeah.
And then also you never know who's gonna see you. Like, yeah, I got a lot of the following, and I started selling tickets because of my internet following. But I got my special because somebody was sitting at the Comedy Store while I was performing, and they saw me, and they gave me a special. So I mean, sometimes it is the right.
You
place
earned that special, Ken. You earned it. They didn't give you shit.
So sometimes it is just like the right place at the right time. You know?
So where did that come from? Where were you like funny as a kid? I hate that question, but like where were you a class clown?
100%. Yeah, I just think that like, you know, being a fat kid, you know, you always get teased and shit. So like fat kids always like most fat kids are gonna be funny. Like that's just natural. Just because that we build that as like a defense mechanism.
Gotcha.
So when, you know, people gonna talk shit, roast, whatever, you got something back. And I was always real fucking quick. I was always real quick. So I remember like those. You know, those like, I mean, now as adults, we call them applause breaks, right? But I remember being in class and just like, you know, talking back to the teacher and just killing, you know? And I was like, just that feeling was like, I was like, oh, hell yeah, you know? And then as far as like content creating and whatnot, right around the time I was 16, you know, obviously I was a class clown throughout my whole elementary, middle school, high school. And around the time I was 15, 16, I started doing like YouTube videos. No like skits or anything. I would just turn on the camera and talk shit for like 7 minutes straight, 5 minutes straight. Just dumb shit, you know? And shit that would probably get me canceled now.
Sure.
And I would upload them straight to YouTube. No editing, nothing.
Hey, you deleted those videos now, right?
I don't got access to the account.
Holy shit.
I've been trying to flag them through all kinds of different accounts and shit. But
you gotta be careful,
they
bro.
commented some of the comments. They took off some of the comments. But
let me tell you about Jews. And you're like, yo, you gotta delete that thing, bro.
Yeah.
Chill.
Oh, I gotta get rid of that.
Yeah,
regardless, some of those videos ended up going semi-viral. Some of them did go viral. Ended up on World Star Hip Hop, like back when World Star Hip Hop was World Star Hip Hop.
Oh shit.
So I got a taste of like we might be able to like make a living and create something through the internet, you know? That was around the time I was 16. Eventually, I fell off because you turn 17, 18, start smoking, drinking, you going out. You want to be the cool guy. You don't want to be the guy doing skits and YouTube and shit. So I fell off. Eventually, started working, and then once I got like done with all I was kind of like in a point in my life where I was like, damn, I'm just either working at a factory warehouse, and I feel like I'm a real good people's person, and I should like be doing something with my life. And I tried to do YouTube again, but it wasn't myself anymore. Like I feel like I was like, I don't want to pretend to be somebody I'm not.
Right.
I just want to be myself. So I figured stand up was like the more easier route, a route where I can actually be myself. You know.
But you already knew
I was a fan of stand up.
Yeah?
I lost my virginity to stand up. I was watching Little Grown Man.
Kevin Hart?
Little Grown Man by Kevin Hart, yeah. And it was funny because like I'm over here trying to find the hole, and then I'm busting out laughing and shit. But so like stand up was always in my life, you know. And I kept, you know, sometimes Comedy Central would have a Comedy Central Presents marathons.
Yeah.
And I just wouldn't have shit else to watch, so I'll just sit and watch it.
Yeah.
So finally, I guess the way I was introduced to it officially was at one of my jobs. I was a teller at a bank, and there was this guy who owned like a C club, like a C class comedy club or whatever, and they're no longer in business or whatnot. But he came and he would always have good interactions with me. He's like, "You should come to my open mic, man. I feel like you'd be good, you know." And he kept telling me every time he would come in. So one day I went to go just to see. And it ended up, you know, I guess it's just ego in a way because you watch everybody and you're like, damn, these motherfuckers suck. Like, I could do better than this. And then you sign up. Obviously, once you're doing it, you realize it's not as easy as you thought.
You're like, damn.
But I just got hooked enough. I think I got one like decent laugh where I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life.
And that's it.
Yeah, that was it. That's it.
How long from when you started there to the video started popping with the stand-up stuff?
Well, I started like right around 2017, 2018. So I was only the first year, I guess, like the year of 2018, I wouldn't even consider it because I probably did like 4 open mics and that's it or
Right.
whatever. But I remember like right around COVID, I was like really like starting to get a little bit more comfortable like going on stage and whatnot. So a lot of comics stopped doing comedy during COVID.
Yeah.
And even though some places were still running shows, obviously it's half capacity, whatever. So during those times where most of the comics were taking time off, I was like signing up for everything.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like put it in overdrive and I just went crazy like during COVID. And right around, I'd probably say like 2022, 2023, I had like my first TikToks go viral for stand up.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we were only dropping like 1 video a month with me and my roommate. And my roommate was my camera guy. And eventually I was like, you know what? I feel like we should pump this shit. That's when I had found Renee Vaca kind of blowing up off the internet, Matt Rife, all the people that are doing the internet stuff. And I was like, you know what? This might actually lead to something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
There's people that I knew that weren't doing this before and now putting up all kinds of clips and they're touring now.
Yeah.
So I was like, we need to pump up the content. So I started putting out 2 times a month, then every week. Eventually everything just started blowing up. So I'd probably say like probably 4 years after I started stand-up, officially everything started going up as far as the internet content goes. And I'm 6 years in now. So for the past 2 years, I've been
crazy,
touring.
dude.
So yeah, 6 years. And then that's including COVID. So really like 4 years, I would say I'm in
That's
the game.
nuts, dude.
Yeah, so but it's cool, but it sucks because like I said, I'm a student of the game and I'm a nerd. So I hate that I had to come in this fast because then now I just toured for a year and a half. So now I'm about to start touring again to some of these cities that I now I need a new hour. I need
Right,
you know,
your
I just saw my
material.
special, so I need the
Yeah.
new material. So I'm like literally touring, learning how to tour, learning how to keep up with merch, learning how to write material, doing spot, you know, like everything.
Yeah, because you're exposing a lot of your material as well, right? Not just
Exactly.
the crowd work shit.
Yeah, so right now that's what I kind of been leaning a little bit more into crowd work, just because I want to keep
You don't
all the
burn your
bits.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to burn it just because I definitely felt the difference once I started dropping bits online, and then I would show up to certain cities and do them. I could feel the change
Really?
from an audience who had never heard it before to maybe somebody who saw that video a couple times because it went viral a couple times or whatever,
Right.
you know. So yeah, I just want to keep the material in the vault until you see me live.
I actually just did a comedy calendar, which is something they're one of the
I saw your clip. Yeah,
yeah, you
appreciate
saw
y'all.
that. Yeah. He shouted you out. Shout out to Sebastian
Yeah.
and Art. And they're talking about you and obviously bringing up the show. And the last time I guess you were touring or featuring for Renee and you were at the Improv and he was like, dude, the whole staff, like everybody there was like, all right, that guy's going to come back as a headliner. Like that, the dude featuring is going to fucking tour soon. And you're doing that exactly right now.
Yeah, I remember that weekend exactly because I was in Chicago that weekend before or whatever that week before I came to Miami. I was in the hospital. I had gone through like some health issues.
Yeah.
And I was in New York in the hospital. Then I got out of the hospital. I flew to Chicago. I did a weekend of shows there, drank my ass off. Then I came to Miami, and I had never been to Miami, so I drank my ass off here too.
Sure.
And while I was here, you know, that people were telling me, like, just like you told me at the beginning, like, people in Miami, they want to, you know, they like to party. Like, they got so much shit going on in their life. Like, you're lucky we're here right now, but we want to get the fuck out of here. So you either better make us laugh fast
Yeah.
or you're going to lose our attention, you know?
We got coke to do.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
you know? And trust me, me too. So I
both
went out there and made it quick for them.
Yeah.
And I remember just going on stage and I told myself, you know what? I got 20 minutes to feature.
Yeah.
I'm going to just hit them bang, bang, bang. And I remember just like, killing from the moment I walked on stage to the moment I walked off, just killing all the way through all the shows, bro. And it was like, yeah, I remember like the staff telling me like, damn, like it's been a while since we seen somebody come through this motherfucker and kill like
That's what he was
that.
telling me. Yeah.
And I was like, I appreciate that. Like I knew it was gonna be hard, so I made sure I came up with that energy. You know?
Right.
I didn't take it lightly. I didn't take that advice lightly. I was like, all right, bet. If they're gonna be like on that, we want it fast shit, I'm gonna give it to them fast. And yeah, every time I would get off stage, I'll be like drenched in sweat. I remember working my ass off, and even Renee would come up to me like right before he went up. He'd be like, we like to have friendly competitions because sometimes he'll open for me.
Right.
And then like he'll bury me, you know, or he'll go crazy and shit. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
damn, bro. And sometimes I'll bury him, and he'll be like, yeah.
But
yeah.
that just makes me
Nah,
want to
yeah.
fucking go
It's
out
like
there and
iron
murder.
sharpens iron, you know.
Yeah.
So that shit pushes me. But I remember that weekend, like on the flight home, I was like, yeah, like
I killed that
I
shit.
rocked that shit. Yeah.
You speak Spanish?
Yeah, hablo español.
Oh
I
shit.
speak very fluent Spanish.
My man, switch that shit up quick. Your parents, Mexican.
Yeah.
Right? Did your mother get deported?
Yeah, ice with the fuck. Somebody, what the fuck is this? Set up?
Trump sends out a thing. Remember,
Right,
we got this
right,
sound
right.
since
Y'all know
they
Florida,
update
y'all-
us
I
on
know how y'all
who
get
got
down
sent
over
back.
here.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, she did, bro. My mom got.
Is she back?
Caught. She back. Well, my mom, I ain't gonna drop her location, but
No, okay, no, yeah.
no,
But she's
actually,
here.
fuck my
Okay.
mom. Go get her. Nah, get 609.
No, chill, bro. Chill. Yeah. So she's here. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
she here,
good.
but she. This happened like years ago, bro. This is like 20 years ago, bro. Like, she had came over here illegally one time with my dad,
Damn.
and she got caught. So they sent her ass back, like.
Fuck.
Like after, like obviously they locked her up and they sent her ass back, but it wasn't like nothing serious. They
Yeah.
were just like, all right, like don't come back. And then the same week she came back and they caught her ass again. They're like, bitch, we told you don't come back. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So then they locked her ass up for like a couple months, bro, like 3 months maybe.
Shit.
Yeah, and then after that, she was, I think it's in McAllen perhaps. And then after that, they let her out, and they told her, like, you can't come back for 10 years. And if we catch you again, like, in those 10 years coming back, like, you're going to do, like, prison time. And then, like, the week after that, she came. She came, and luckily.
Bro, she don't give up, bro.
Nah, she was like,
That's where you
fuck
get
it.
from, dog.
Either I'm in the USA or I'm locked up. Fuck it. So she ended up coming through, and then she never went back. But unfortunately, now that I'm trying to help her out, like, fix her shit, you know, it's a little hard because they're like, damn, bitch, we told you not to come back. You came back the next week.
She's persistent, bro.
Nah, she here though, but hey, you know, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. She got a long 4 years ahead of her.
And now, growing up Mexican and being a comedian, were your parents like? Because in the Cuban household, you know what I'm saying, very, no, eso, coge un trabajo.
Yeah,
Eso,
yeah.
Lo chistecito, eso que. How was that with Mexican parents?
Bro, you know what? The thing is, I was a bum before I was a comedian. Like, I was a cokehead, just an alcoholic. I worked bullshit jobs. I was always broke. I had my car repossessed. Like, I was just like a failure of a child, bro.
Yeah.
And that was all on me.
Right.
Like, I drank myself to a point where, like, my life was like either gonna end, either I make it or this shit I'm gonna die. You know, like there was no fixing me. And once the shit started taking off, bro, like, or my parents were just happy that on a Friday or Saturday night I was gonna go do a show instead of like, oh, you're gonna go in somebody's garage and do coke till 7 a.m. You know. So they were kind of happy about that. Yeah, I wasn't making no money. I had to work a shitty job just so I could have flexible hours to be able to do the spots at night or come in late so I could sleep in a little bit,
Yeah.
you know. But you know, they were always very supportive. One thing I can say about my parents, they never not one time did they ever tell me no when they could give me a hand, like with the ride or anything.
Yeah.
Or ever like discouraged me from doing what I was doing, you know. And I was lucky enough that the people that followed me and saw me in my YouTube days when I was 16, 15, since I was still living in the same town and it's not that huge of a town, everybody remembered me from like the YouTube shit.
Yeah.
So when I announced that I was doing stand-up, people kind of were always like, when is he gonna come back into like, you know, the comedy or whatever the fuck, you know, do
Yeah,
something
yeah.
again. So once I started announcing like local bar shows or whatever, people would come out, you know. So
That's dope.
so my pops would always be like, all right, well, I mean, he's funny. The people are laughing. You know, obviously I wasn't like a killer or anything, but just a beginner comic. But I was funny enough that people would come to my shows, you know. And so they were always real supportive. Eventually, like word of mouth got around, like, oh, this motherfucker's actually funny.
Right.
Then I was starting to do like one-nighters at my local club.
Right.
And that C-Class comedy club I told you about, they ended up expanding for a year during COVID, and they ended up getting like a space in the mall where they opened up a 400-seat comedy club.
Oh shit.
It lasted like 6 months, but while they opened, I sold it out as a local
No
comic.
shit.
Yeah, 400-seater. So on a Tuesday night, bro.
Damn.
So then my dad, like around that time, he was like, all right, fuck it, like, all right, like, fuck it, I'm gonna leave him alone, like. And I had already moved out, so I was paying my rent. Like I was doing I wasn't bothering him for money no more.
Right.
So he's like, all right, at least he's like, at least if this comedy shit don't work out, at least he's doing something outside of partying and drinking, you know?
Eres un hombre ahora.
Yeah, they were just like glad I wasn't just like, on the streets bullshitting. And then once the shit started to take off, like they didn't know like at what extent, like 'cause even to be like when I came to Miami, like my dad was like, Miami, like damn, they know you in Miami, and I was like, well, a little bit, like we're gonna go do these shows over there. So he's kind of like, all right, he's becoming a little bit more, like he's still like would like, no, he's still like yeah, like I would like yeah, like he didn't give a fuck, It was just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Until last October, I opened up for Fluffy at the United Center. That's where the Chicago Bulls play at. So it's like my hometown arena.
Yeah.
And I invited him, and he was happy because his boss and like people from his job had got tickets to come see also. So like just him seeing me on that stage, kill it. And then Fluffy actually brought me back on stage at the end of the show.
Dude.
And he gave me my flowers. He talked to my parents in Spanish. While on stage, he talked to my parents in Spanish. They don't speak English. And he was like, man, your son's a legend, all this shit. Then the crowd went crazy. So, like, for them to see that, at that moment, I think when me and my dad was coming through the tunnel, like, backstage, and I was looking at him, I could just see he was, like, bawling, And I was, like, the first time I ever seen him, like, cry. And then he's like, all right, man, like, all right, you're doing something, And then from there.
That's awesome, dude.
And then after that, like, now it's just, like, now he just knows I'm doing. Now he just be like, all right, but don't spend all your money,
Right.
Do too much drugs.
When the face tats come in?
Man, bro, I ain't gonna lie.
It's not a 666 up there, is it?
Nah, hell
okay,
nah,
right.
bro. It's a 6'9". Nah, I'm
Six-
kidding. Nah, it's
Tekashi,
96.
bro.
Hell
Yeah.
Nah, low key though. I always wanted face tattoos, but another thing in the Latino household, like that shit ain't gonna fly.
No.
Like I remember when I got my tattoo on my chest or my arms and shit. Like my parents, they was mad as fuck. Dude, my dad got a tattoo as an adult, and my grandma came visit us from Mexico. This is like 2 years ago, but she got mad at him. Started giving him the silent treatment. I was like, man, what's that your ass back to Mexico, bitch? What you playing with?
Yeah,
but anyway,
with my mom.
With my mom.
Yeah,
Fuck
everybody
you talking about all this, 2 for 1 on the ass.
2 for 1. The Trump special.
But crazy as hell.
Yeah, eso cosa de delincuente, they say, right?
Yeah. But, I would never be able to get a face tat. And, even, I wouldn't even feel right doing it if I knew I was, broke as hell. And
you
so,
can't be broke and getting face
tats.
I
can't do that.
Yeah.
So then eventually, once I realized, I was like, all right, you know what? Even if I never make it past comedy club level, I think I'll still be all right, as long as I stay hungry, as long as I stay writing and shit like that.
But dude, what did your mom say about that face tat?
Well, she didn't even know I got it. I actually.
What do you mean?
It was me and Renee Vaca. We did a pop-up meet and greet.
Okay.
Like a merch thing. So we'll throw a day party. He gives out free tattoos for anybody that want to tap my face or his face on themselves. And people were doing it, bro.
For real?
There's people walking around with my face tatted on them and his face tatted.
Yo, that's dope.
Yeah, and then we on some cult shit right now.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out to Leah. No, I'm kidding. But
very Manson-y.
But so that at one of those pop-ups, I was like, fuck it, I want a tattoo also. And I want them on my face just to make sure I can never get a job.
Oh, shit.
So I got 630, which is
you got another one over there?
Yeah.
Jesus
this is the one I got
Christ,
first. The 630 is the area code where I'm from. And then the 96. Honestly, this one I was just drunk as fuck. I was drunk as fuck and I pulled up to one of my homies' crib in LA in the hood and shit. It was 3 a.m. We just both started doing coke and drinking shots of Crown Royal. And he just tatted me up. Woke up the next day like, fuck. But hey, no regrets.
So beautiful. That's a beautiful relationship.
Yeah, no regrets, man.
No regrets. At least on the other one, you could grow out the beard if you did regret it, but I think this one's a little more.
No, I mean I could grow out my hair if I really, ain't fuck with it. But no, I fuck with it though. Like I just think I think it made me look cool. I like tattoos because they make you look cool, bro. I ain't gonna get too deep into that shit. They don't mean nothing.
Are we?
These don't mean nothing to me, but they look cool as hell.
I like them. They do look a little intimidating. Also,
That's
as well.
perfect.
Are we done with the face tats?
Hell nah.
No.
Hell nah.
You going posty?
When I have a kid, if I ever have kids, I'm gonna get one of their names across my eyebrow like this.
Oh, dope.
Like this. But that's it.
The barber, I'm friends with the Marlins barber. He's the first official Marlins barber down here. His name's Juice, and he's tatted all up. And he was one of the first ones I've seen. He shaved his eyebrow, and he put blessed on this side. That's real commitment.
Nah, yeah, I ain't doing all that shit, nigga. That's crazy. But like, but no eyebrows is crazy though.
But it kind of looks like it.
Nah, I feel
No?
like that's for girls. You feel me? Like,
Oh, shit. You heard that, Juice, you bitch?
well, I ain't say all that.
No, yeah.
He finna whoop my ass.
No, yeah, he's gang affiliated.
Oh, no, then I did not say
okay,
it. Honestly, go ahead, do what you want, King. I'm gonna do that shit next, matter of
He's a
fact.
great guy. This is the clip we're posting, by the way. Shout out to Juice. Can't call you a bitch. So, your girlfriend, are you still with her?
Yeah, bro.
Did you really get a tattoo of her, like, kind of close to when you met her?
Yeah, bro. The 2 days after I met her. 2 days after I
Beautiful,
met her.
dude. I like how that one's very.
Nah, this one. No, actually, my homie that put this one on my head,
Yeah.
he went over this one because this one actually was a little bit more fine line.
Yeah.
I got it on Hollywood Boulevard, like, tourist shit.
Yeah.
And I think the dude knew as soon as he saw me and he saw her, we were both kind of lit. And like, you guys want each other's names,
Look at
like,
it real
all
smooth.
right. So he kind of did it with like an ink that it even started fading. Like after like 2 months, it was starting to fade already. So I think he kind of did it as a solid.
You hoped, yeah.
But one day I got drunk and I went over to my homie's house just like this one, the same guy.
This dude.
And I was like, fuck that shit. I feel like it's fading. Put that shit in there good. Bro, that motherfucker grabbed a tattoo machine and said, carve that hole. Carve that hole. That motherfucker was deep. But
how big is hers? Same size?
and her shit faded already.
Oh, it's fucked up, dude.
Nah, she actually she got my initials behind her ear. We were supposed to do it just initials, but
Nah, that's cheating.
I was trying to outdo her and shit. I was like, nah, I'm gonna just get your whole name. But she got a cool name. Her name is Dania, so I feel like fuck it, if she die or like cheat on me or some shit, I'll just get like a dog and call it Dania or something.
So you thought about this already? Yeah, you thought about this whole thing through.
Nah,
already.
yeah, I got this shit thought out through.
And you met her at a show? Was that right?
Yeah, bro, she didn't even see my set. She showed up late. She came to a show where I was opening for Renee in Austin, Texas,
Yeah.
at Vulcan. And I killed that shit, bro. But I didn't have no voice. I was sick that weekend. So I literally was talking like this and shit. But I still did the show because I was like, fuck it, I'm here. I need the money. And then, bro, it was 2 shows one night, bro. I performed. I did my part barely. I could barely talk. But I was so happy I performed and I did my full 20 minutes. I went upstairs and my homie had rolled a blunt. But I was on medication for the same shit that I was in the hospital, what I told you about earlier or whatever. I was on medication, like blood thinners and shit like that. So when you're on that kind of medication, you be having like constant diarrhea.
Sure.
So when I went upstairs and I had just killed my set, I was like, fuck it, I got to spark the blunt to celebrate. I hit the blunt and I started choking the fuck up, bro. I fucking shit myself, bro.
No.
I shit myself upstairs in Vulcan in the balcony in Austin, Texas on 6th Street.
So if you were wondering.
Yeah, so I went to the bathroom, bro. I took off my pants, took off my underwear, threw that shit in the garbage, washed my ass, and in the girls' bathroom because the boys' bathroom was locked. And then I came back out, and I performed the second show. The second show is when she came through, but she got there when Renee was performing. She didn't even get to catch my shit, so.
So when you performed the second show on the Gulo Gao?
Culo cagao, no underwear.
Free ball.
And I got clips that went viral from that show. People don't even know I shit myself.
You're like,
I
that's
swear
where
to
my
God,
ass was
that
all
my ass
smelly,
was-
bro.
I was free balling, bro.
Yo, so this chick loves you.
Nah, she loves me, bro. Yeah. But I met her that night or whatever. I met her that night, and then I didn't see her again until like October when I started headlining. And when I went back to Austin, she came to my shows. We kicked it that night. We kicked it the next night. And then I was like, fuck it, come back to LA with me. And I took her back to LA. We got tatted while we were in LA. And then she only came back to pick up some of her shit. She moved back and she lived with me still.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we still. She's here right now in the hotel. Bullshit, probably cheating.
Nah,
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Do you got to roll that by? Yeah, go ahead. this huge propane tank that just
Oh,
came
let me
through. I
hit
thought it
that
was a
shit.
pterodactyl. It's loud as fuck. You gotta fix that wheel, bro.
2 for $5 balloons. Let me know something.
So you're a relationship guy.
No.
You heard that, Talia? Time's up. No. So
Nah, low key, bro.
tell me, bro.
I never was a relationship guy like that. Like,
Are you
know?
what they call a fuck boy?
Nah, I was just not fucking nothing. Bro, look at me. Like, I don't got hoes. You feel me? Like, I was just I like cocaine.
Wait, yeah.
Like, that's what I was doing. Just drinking, doing drugs with the homies and shit. Like, just the homies every weekend. You would think, damn, that's kind of gay now that I think about it. But
yeah, and
just,
tatting each other up. Just
the homies.
That's borderline. Yeah,
It was just 5 years. The homies every
close.
weekend. Homies only.
Now, homies, is that like a
Homies?
Chicago slang?
I think it's like a LA slang, to be
Homies?
honest. But I just say homies just when I say the N word, you know.
Yeah. So
But-
you also grew up with the N word like that too, huh?
Nah, yeah, hell yeah. It still slips out. It still slips out on stage. I hate when
For
I get.
real?
Yeah, I had a clip go viral, like stupid viral recently, and I say it and I bleeped it, but I still got flagged. Like on YouTube, we had made like $3,000 off that clip, just the
Oh,
clip
shit.
alone, and then they snatched that shit back
Oh shit.
because we got flagged for that shit. Yeah, and then on TikTok. They didn't. I was already going like it was barely about to go viral, and then they took my shit down. And it's crazy because somebody else posted it and they went viral and it's still up. I mean, I'll take it, but
and
whatever.
Mexicans don't get a little bit of a pass with the N word?
I mean, I'm not the one. I don't give out passes, brother. I don't know. Like,
No, I'm saying y'all don't get a little bit of
I don't
a.
think so. I don't think nobody get a pass unless you're black.
Fat
bro.
Joe got one.
I mean,
What is he? Puerto Rican?
Yeah, I mean, like, but like that's a culture thing. People say that because everybody in New York say that word.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I say it sometimes. Like, I try not to, but I say it. Like, I'm not finna like. I say it and whatever consequences come with it, then fuck it, I'll deal with that shit. But I'm not about to argue with somebody like, no, I can say it. Like, fuck, I ain't.
But it's also not exactly like.
Obviously, I'm not saying it to like
Yeah,
a black
so-
guy. Like, you're like, I'm not
I strictly
being
say it around the
racist.
blacks. Yeah. No, I grew up the same way.
Yeah.
90s in Hialeah. You should see all the raps I wrote in those composition
Yeah,
books.
but I mean, like you say, you Puerto Rican. Are you Cuban?
I'm Cuban,
That's
yeah.
the same thing, bro. Tego Calderon ain't he Cuban?
No.
Nah, fucking
Close.
Pitbull. Well, I
Pitbull?
guess, yeah.
Y'all fuck with Pitt?
I fuck with Pitbull. Hell yeah. Culo, that's right.
He's like a Miami icon out here,
Yeah,
bro.
no, I love Pitbull, bro.
Y'all fuck with Kanye? Being from Chicago?
Yeah, I fuck with Kanye. I mean, yeah, I'm not like a Kanye dick rider, but I fuck with Kanye.
Okay.
I fuck with Kanye.
Who you listening to nowadays?
Nowadays, right now,
Yeah.
bro, I'm a big fan of like West Coast rap. So like, I'm a big fan of like Shoreline Mafia, Draco the Ruler.
Keep going.
I also like Memphis shit too, like Pooh Shiesty, obviously Young Dolph, Keek Lock, Yo Gotti, Moneybag, shit like that. I like Texas kind of hot right now, like D-Baby. The Mexicans coming up in Texas.
Yeah, dude.
I obviously listen to Chicago drill rap, Lil Durk, Free Lil Durk, Chief Keef. I listen to everything, bro. I'm a big fan of Nav, like I listen to all kinds of rap, Lil Baby. I listen to local motherfuckers. I listen to everybody, bro. We got like all kinds of. I listen to bachata, bro. All that.
Oh shit, you switch it up.
Bachata, reggaeton.
fuck
I
with
like
Selena?
I like shake ass. Savannah, what's that?
Selena?
Oh, Selena. Nah, I don't really fuck with her like
Damn,
that.
dude. What do you mean, bro?
What do you mean? The fuck? She died before I was born. Like I don't know her.
It's crazy. This is how I know there's a big age gap here. I know maybe 2 out of the 12 you mentioned.
2 out of 12.
I don't know who the fuck any of those people
What
are.
the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, tell me, keep going, dude. Yeah.
I was trying to get one, dude. Lil Dumph.
I thought you knew all them. I was
None
like,
of
oh,
them.
we fuck with the same shit.
Well, once you got to like,
my
what'd you say, Gucci Man? What would you say?
Yeah,
All right, maybe those.
I was
Yeah.
getting back there. You thought I was going to say Trick Daddy? Hell nah.
Trick Daddy, yeah, ain't Miami cats out here, dude. Trick Daddy, Pitt,
Ross, nigga.
Rick Ross. Y'all don't fuck with Rick Ross?
I fuck with Rick Ross.
No.
He's just funny. He's a funny
Ugh.
guy. But like, I fuck with Kodak,
Kodak's
Rod
dope.
Wave is like one of my favorite artists. He's Tampa,
Yeah.
Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida.
We got some bangers out here.
Hell yeah.
Kodak Black has been looking slim these days.
Yeah, man. Hating on him.
Would you ever do that Ozempic shit? That
Bro,
all
I'm
these
tryna-
fucking people
Bro, I
are on?
already had an appointment for Ozempic and I missed it because some shit came up, but
You have to go
I
get
gotta
a,
remake it though. But I'm gonna get on that shit.
you have
Hell
one of
yeah.
those coke tattoo appointments that you...
Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna get on that Ozempic shit. But I'm just scared because people say that when they take it, you can't drink. Like you can drink, but when you take it, it doesn't let you. Like your body rejects the alcohol.
Really?
That's what they say. Yeah, people.
I don't think these fucking celebrities are not drinking.
Nah, I mean, but shit. I'm gonna drink.
But then you get all sexy and shit, and then what does that mean for Talia?
I mean, what the fuck, man? You crazy as hell.
No, I'm not gonna set you up like that.
Nah.
So has the game been
It's over with, brother.
And she's at the hotel right now.
Nah, she finna be on it too, though.
Yeah.
We both finna get on those MP.
Oh, is
Finna
she
be a power couple.
Is she
Fat? Yeah.
She's a thickie?
Damn thickie, man. I ain't trying to fuck my bitch. Yeah, she decent, man.
Does she have any other tattoos? You do face tats?
Nah, hell nah, man. Hell
No?
nah. Fuck that.
What do you look for in a woman, dude?
Ass titties mostly.
Short list.
Yeah. She was just cool, bro. Like, she's just funny. She got a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
And like, we just both be crackheads. Like, not legit, but like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes we just say, I'm a comedian, bro. So like, I say funny shit on stage, but like the shit I say off stage be the dumb shit, you know? Like,
I know.
because we just comics. That's our mind is rotted like that, you know, scrambled eggs up there. So like, I'll say the dumbest shit, you know, and she'll like, I mean, I don't want to say match energy, but you know, she'll fucking keep it going.
Dude, you've gotten very like I feel like you've gotten very like spiritual, very motivating. You've been watching a lot of TikToks?
Nah, bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
I almost felt like you were going into like horoscopes right now.
Nah, hell nah.
You don't fuck with that?
No, that's just gay.
Are you a spiritual person at all?
What that mean? Like religious?
Do you have a connection with a higher power?
Illuminati.
You fuck with the Illuminati?
Yeah, bro. Nah, bro. What the hell? Hang on, we smoked like 5 joints.
Yeah.
Nah,
Fuck.
that's funny as hell.
So how long you
asked
been
that
in?
question funny though? Like, what the hell? Like,
My bad, dude. My bad. How long you been in the Illuminati?
Nah, hell nah, bro. I don't fuck with that shit.
You don't fuck with cults or anything like that?
Shit, hell nah. That's just honestly one of my biggest fears, like a cult. Like, you ever see like those people that just get brainwashed, like walk around like grasslands in all white and shit like that?
Like Kanye's
Fuck,
church group?
Yeah, all
the
that.
thing about cult is that you'll be in it, but you don't really know until like 5 years in.
Yeah, like oh shit, we all killed ourselves. Fuck yeah.
Wait, not all of you guys are fucking each other? Like what?
Nah,
yeah.
like, but
if you did start a cult, what would you call it?
shit, fatties. The fatties cult.
The Fatties cult?
Fatties. Well, I'll be called my cult. My less thans would be called my fatties. And I don't
And what do they got to do? You know, a lot of cults have to like have sex and shit. What would you
No,
be?
definitely number one.
Everybody's fucking?
Yeah, just fucking with just warm balls. Nah.
Face tats and coke and fuck.
It's just gonna be a big cooking competition. But anyway, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to even go that way. Like
okay.
spiritual wise, like, nah, bro. Like, I've never been really religious like that. There's been a few times though where I like specifically like with like my health issues recently. Not recently, but last year I had like health issues.
Yeah.
So when I like, you know, I think like when you're young and you never really like I never broken a bone or actually gone to the hospital for some, you know, shit like regular kids, you know, bust they shit open or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was never like one of those kids that was in. I only went to the hospital one time. I got circumcised when I was like 2 because my dick, like I couldn't pee straight. But other than that, I had never gone to the hospital after that.
Damn, do you remember that?
Hell yeah, I remember that shit.
You remember that?
Yeah, I used to pull my dick out, but she used to go that way. Nigga, like, what the fuck?
I meant the circumcision.
Yeah. No, I don't
Yeah.
remember that. I was
Is
asleep.
your dick straight now?
I was asleep. Yeah, it's straight.
So dope.
But the thing is that
That's great.
with the health shit, like once I started going to the hospital, and I realized like, oh, I'm not like, you know, I'm not saying I thought I was immortal, but you think like, oh, I'm like,
Dog.
I'm like not like I'm tough, you know, like I'm tough.
Yes.
And then once you like fucking like can't walk or can't breathe right, whatever,
Yeah.
it just like you realize how weak you actually are, and you like don't take that shit for granted no more. So there was times where I did speak to God. I felt like, you know, or the higher power, whatever. I don't know who I was talking to, but I was just kind of putting it out into the universe.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I feel like. I don't know. I feel like everybody just kind of needs somebody to talk to at some point. That's why religion is so big, because it feels good to think that somebody's up there, you know? Or if somebody is up there for you, then it feels good to talk to them, I guess.
It's a trip when you go to like church. Like when I would go to my mom's church and you see how it's packed with older people.
Yeah.
You can tell they made that turn as they're getting closer.
Oh,
They're like, oh
yeah,
shit,
like-
I gotta turn myself in here.
Like, you
and,
beat your bitch up for 50 years, brother. Like,
And
it's
then now
too
you're-
late. Nah, but yeah, but I,
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to eventually. I don't know, bro. I don't really fuck with the religion shit like that, but I think I do believe in a higher power.
I think from like 1 to 25, you do feel like you're invincible. And then one day, like after 25, well, how old are you?
Well, I'm 28 now, but
Yeah, late 20s. That's when it starts, dude.
Yeah.
I had a pain here for like 3 months. Never had pains. Never had anything. And then when you Google, I don't know if you're like me, when you Google, it could either be gas or fucking leukemia.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, yeah, like, but the thing with me, it was actually the thing. Like, I was
shit.
like, oh, like, all my symptoms said heart failure, and I was like, nah. And then when I went to the hospital,
Yeah.
they were like, yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Heart failure.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, they were like, it's either heart failure or you are bloated. I was like, all right, maybe I might be bloated.
I hope.
Then they're like, nah, your heart is 17%, brother. You
Oh,
you about to
shit,
die. Yeah, it was bad.
So you're a lot better now.
Nah, hell yeah, I'm good right now, bro. Like, I know I'm fat. Like, I'm fat, yeah, still. But like compared to like health wise, bro, I'm way better, bro.
Good.
Like I couldn't even like sometimes we'll be on tour and like just to get the Uber, like to get from my hotel to the elevator down to the lobby to the Uber,
Yeah.
like that would be a workout, bro.
Oh, shit.
And I remember like some improvs like Miami
Yeah.
is on the second floor.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so like when there would be shit like that, it shit would piss me. I remember, dude, like it's a funny ass story. at the Miami Improv, I remember like having to like wait for the elevator,
Yeah.
and it took forever because there was people from like the bar, the Cooper's Blue or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the shit,
Copper Blues.
Copper Blue, that shit, and I had to wait forever. But anyway, it was raining that day, and they got like wood.
It's
floor.
always wet. That floor sucks,
Bro,
dude.
I see so many people bust their shit
It's
right
always
there.
wet, dude.
Bro, I see so many people fall. So
Yeah.
that shit is hilarious. But nah, yeah. Anyway, after my health shit, I'm better now, bro.
Good, dude. I'm happy for you.
Hell
Good.
yeah.
Congratulations, man.
I actually ran a marathon. Nah, fucking with
Wait
you.
a minute. Damn, dude. What's the 5-year plan for Kenyi?
Shit.
Your name's spelled pretty interesting too, brother.
Yeah, it's pronounced Ken G.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but it's Ken Yi spelled, yeah. But yeah, it's funny. People don't really know that.
Kenyi's is that Asian?
It's Japanese, bro.
Japanese.
And
Yeah.
it's a fish. Like it also translates into wisdom. But I
Oh.
think that don't got nothing to do with me. But anyway,
Yeah. So yeah, 5 years.
my 5-year
yeah.
plan. I don't really got a 5-year plan, bro. But I just want to be able to come to like the Dania Improv, and I have to do this shit in the morning. I'm kidding.
We made it the afternoon, bro.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, but I was just saying, like, yeah, I want to tour and be
Yeah.
able to sell out weekends. You
Yeah.
know, like I don't really, and not that I have small dreams, but I don't like have to be a theater act. I just love comedy and I love performance. So to be able to perform like 4 times, 5 times in a weekend,
Yeah.
I would love my life for the rest of my life if I could do that. Clubs for the rest of my. I mean, obviously, I'll take a blessing if it comes, you know, with
Yeah.
theaters or whatever comes after that, you know. But I would just like to be able to stay creative, keep writing. Don't let like the lifestyle take the funny out of me, you know. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, just try to stay creative more than anything. Is like I see a lot of people lose their creativity, and I felt like for a little bit, like I was just living the lifestyle too fast, like
Yeah.
just the drinking, the partying, the getting the money, whatever. And then it was just like, damn, I haven't wrote shit that I'm happy with in a long time. And just recently, I kind of discovered again like the love for writing or whatever. So I've written like 2 bits right now that I'm working on that are a little bit longer than my usual sets. You know, usually I do the fast-paced comedy like I told you.
Right.
But I want to get into like storytelling, something a little bit more, you know, I guess with ins and outs.
And are you physically writing this like long?
No,
hand, like,
not
like-
necessarily, not word for word. Mostly pinpoints or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I would like to be able to write at least a new hour every year, keep touring, and only grow. And yeah, I'm not like I don't need to be in the fucking movies. I don't need to be. I just want to do podcasts and comedy and stand up. That's it. That's all I want to do. Obviously, I know with the business, more shit comes with it, and I'll take it as it comes. But I just want to be able to grow as a comic and stay in the game. Because there's also like, I feel like right now for comedy is a lot like what we saw in 2016. I know you say you don't really are not familiar with the new music or whatever, but you know, like in SoundCloud, you ever heard of SoundCloud rap, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, SoundCloud rap kind of came and went. And I feel like right now, for a lot of stand-up comedians, this is our SoundCloud era. A lot of people that are popping off these Instagram clips or TikTok clips. But how long can you stay that consistent? Are you going to be able to keep up with the content, with the writing, with the performing, with the touring?
Yeah.
Like, some people are going to burn out. And we already see it with some people, like, their tickets are dropping, you know, or...
That's a good analogy, by the way. The SoundCloud rappers compared to the TikTok comics.
Yeah, and I don't want to be like a statistic of somebody who came up and then just went because, you know, the lifestyle was too much or whatever, or just didn't write enough and kept doing the same act, fucking fell off or whatever. I would just like to stay. I would like to stick around, you know, like a lot of people there is a handful of rappers that came up in the SoundCloud and now have huge success in the mainstream era.
Yeah.
So I would like to be in that category.
That's dope, dude.
That's my 5-year plan.
That's amazing, bro. I know. Will you still be with Talia in 5 years?
Man, I don't know, bro. I'll let you know if I break up with her if you want to hit her. Goddamn.
No, dude. So you're here all weekend long at Dania Improv. Ken Flores, dude. What do you want to tell the people in Miami, Ken?
Shit, man, I love Miami. I'm in Miami, bitch. I was kidding. What my boy Jordan J say, Miami.
Come on out,
Shout
dude.
out Miami, man. Come
Hell
on.
yeah, dude.
Some Coke.
We'll have some Coke out here. I think you have a tattoo artist, and you'll be slinging some jokes out here all weekend long at Dania Improv. I'm gonna stop by, dude.
Pull up, man. Pull up. I got you.
You want to plug anything real quick?
Special should be dropping soon. I don't even know what platform, but it should be dropping soon.
Tubi.
Tubi, hell nah. Fuck it, it's gonna drop on his channel. Nah, man. Follow me on Instagram, Ken Flores 300. Appreciate y'all.
Ken, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for doing it, dude.
Give it all you got.
Take this moment in a little bit. As the whiskey settles in just a little bit. Collect your thoughts before the curtain drops, just enough to
Give it all you got. Give it all you got.
my left arm going numb again. It's all I think about, just like the Benjamins. Then you fuck around and Google all the symptoms. It turns out I died 2 weeks ago again. They stop and tell me, do you realize you're so important? Imposter syndrome got me feeling like I don't deserve it. Sometimes my life feels like a movie, homie told me don't rush to get grown and drive slow, homie. Drive slow, homie.